Hi and welcome along to AFTV Transfer Daily, the show that keeps you up to date with players that have been linked with a January transfer move to Arsenal. Today's rumours, again, just like yesterday, featuring heavily Yannick Carrasco, the Belgium international who currently plays for the Chinese team Dalian Yifang, being linked heavily with Arsenal. Everywhere you turn today, it's Yannick Carrasco, Yannick Carrasco, Yannick Carrasco to Arsenal. Will Yannick Carrasco go to Arsenal? 170k a week, Yannick Carrasco linked with Arsenal. The rumours flying around absolutely everywhere. But is this a deal that could get done? Now, the rumours are saying that Yannick Carrasco is willing to take a pay cut to come to Arsenal. And as I just said, he's currently on £170,000 a week at the Chinese Super League team. It was a big shock to everybody when he decided to leave Atletico Madrid to go to China. A lot of people criticised him a lot at the time, saying, you know, you're only going out there for the money. A player of your age, he's only 25. At that time, he was 24. He's only 25 now. A player of your age, why are you going to play in China? You're literally just calling time on your career. He's gone out to China. He's not found it easy to adjust to China, and he wants to come back to Europe. And his favoured destination, of what all the rumours seem to be saying, would be to come and play in the Premier League for Arsenal. Arsenal, to get in, would have to pay around about £18 million, said to be the fee that the Chinese club are looking for. And if they can do that, they'll be able to get their man, and he will take a pay cut to come over. He plays out wide, plays on the wing. Primarily, he's a left winger. He plays out on the left, which is a position that we need, and we've needed for a while. And of course, we've got the situation with Danny Welbeck, long-term injury, not going to be returning by the looks of it to Arsenal. And Carrasco's available, and the manager Unai Emery said it before in the past. If a top quality player becomes available, just like Wenger used to say before, we need to move in and try and see if we can get him. Now, I think Carrasco would be a great addition to Arsenal, especially out on that left-hand side. I do think he'd do very well in the Premier League, but is this a deal that will happen in January? It's a real hard one to know. What are Arsenal's thoughts on it? I know everywhere in all the publications, the rumours are flying, but I'm not sure. I just don't feel sure about this one, if it's something that's going to happen, especially if it's going to happen right now in January. It looks to me that if Arsenal wanted to get this one done, it would have to happen in January, because if it is a summer moves, then you're going to get a lot more clubs coming in and wanting Carrasco. And I do think that if you had a player like Carrasco playing out wide, natural left winger, it would improve Arsenal a lot. We've been playing Aubameyang out there, playing Iwobi out there before, Welbeck was going out there sometimes, but none of those players are sort of your natural left wingers. This guy Carrasco would be. He's great at crossing the ball. He's great at going past players. He provides assists. He scores goals. He's a top quality player. So it's going to be really interesting to see how this one pans out. We're getting more an idea whether Arsenal are interested or not once it gets down towards the end of the week and Unai Emery does his press conference, because I'm sure he'll be asked about this one, but still going around today. What do you guys think? I really want to know. Let me do a poll on this one. Yannick Carrasco, yes or no? Would you have him at Arsenal? Would you think that would be a good signing for Arsenal, yes or no? Of course, there's still the Denis Suarez thing. Now, that is still, again, the hottest rumour around Arsenal right now. It's all about Denis Suarez, and it's not going away. It's still there. The reports around the place today is that he's agreed to join Arsenal. There was a lot of thought that this could have been done earlier on in the week. It hasn't been yet. We're in the middle of the week. Still not been done yet, but lots of chatter and lots of talk around today that he's agreed to join Arsenal, but he's just waiting on Barcelona now to just rubber stamp the deal. Barcelona, as I've said over the past couple of days, are pushing for that full fee. They don't want to send him out on loan, which Arsenal would prefer, with an option to buy at the end of the season. They're like, we want the money and we want the money right now. And they're still playing a bit of hardball over the whole Denis Suarez situation. But again, I think of the two deals, Carrasco and Denis Suarez, Suarez will be the one more likely to get done. He's worked with Unai Emery before. He's well familiar with Emery. Emery knows him inside out. And Emery sees him as a more versatile player that can play either centrally, as he does a lot of times for Barcelona, or out wide on either wing. And I think he might prefer him to a Carrasco. Still young as well, I remember, with Denis Suarez. So Suarez linked still with a move to Arsenal. Now, Hector Herrera is an interesting one. This one's been flying around today. Herrera, the Mexican international, he's now 28, plays for Porto, and as a top player, top player, very, very good player. Has been, done very well in his time at Porto. A box-to-box midfielder who could definitely replace Aaron Ramsey, and also could be an alternative to Denis Suarez as well. Maybe that's why he's all of a sudden propped up on the table, because as I've said to you guys many a times, football clubs do this. If you like Arsenal, they're chasing a Denis Suarez. Well, why not put a couple of other midfielders into the mix to make Barcelona think, well, you know what, they might go for someone else if we don't get this deal done. It could be one of those, or it could be genuine, but Arsenal said to be interested in Hector Herrera, who I think, again, in all the times when I've seen him play, he looks to me the sort of guy that would suit the Premier League. Interestingly, wanted by quite a few other clubs in the Premier League. He's wanted by Crystal Palace, apparently. Spurs, apparently, interested in him. Wolverhampton Wanderers are really, really keen on him. They like a player that comes out of Portugal for sure. And he's also wanted by Sevilla and Atletico Madrid. I always say Atletico Madrid's a good gauge. If Atletico Madrid want a player, normally that player's a decent player because their transfer business is really, really good. So that's always a good gauge. But whether this is, again, just paper talk or whether this is a genuine link, I don't know. When you look at it, he's written there as a replacement for Aaron Ramsey at 28, same age. Is he as good as Ramsey? And this is just the argument when we just say, why aren't we keeping this guy? But I don't know. We also linked today with this Paraguayan player, Miguel Almiron. Now, we was linked with him even before the window opened. He's plays over in the MLS for Atlanta United. He's still only 24. Very, very speedy winger indeed. And done really, really well in the MLS. One of the top players in the MLS, as a matter of fact. And heavily linked with a move to Arsenal. There was a lot of people suggesting this was like in December, at the start of December, that this was a done deal, that this was like all but done, and that he would be joining Arsenal in January. And then it's died down. It's gone really, really quiet. There's other clubs that's been looking at him. Newcastle was said to be a club that were in the driving seat to sign Almiron, who's very keen on a move to the Premier League. But the rumours are that Almiron wants £100,000 a week, which Newcastle are not willing to pay. So the rumours hence are coming back out again that the Arsenal move could be back on. There was lots of quotes about the price at the time, ranging anything from about 15 million right up to about 30 million, which the MLS club was said to want, which is no chance they're going to get. But he is an exciting player, Miguel Almiron, and we've already seen, I suppose he's from Paraguay, he's playing in the MLS, so it's not the same as Pulisic, who's an American player. But we're seeing players that, top players from the MLS that could be considered to come over and play in the Premier League. And could Almiron be one of those? And could it be that Arsenal are looking again at Almiron? We know that Sven Mislintat goes a bit left field sometimes with some of his signings that you just don't expect. So, but the Almiron rumour floating back around again today. And what about this rumour about Arsene Wenger? Arsene Wenger set to return to management. He's been linked with a job as the coach, as the Qatar national team, managing the Qatar national team. Of course, the next World Cup is going to be played in Qatar. And Wenger, who's a regular in Qatar, he's always over there. He works a lot for beIN Sports, so he's very familiar with the place. is said to be their #1 target to take over in management. So Arsene Wenger could be back real soon. You know what? Lots of targets being linked with Arsenal again, but they're all midfielders. Dennis Suarez, Carrasco, Herrera. You know, where's the centre backs? I'm getting a bit worried about this. You know what I mean? For me, when I look on it right now, we need centre backs and we need them like yesterday. I mean, Koscielny went off injured at the weekend. Mustafi, is he fully fit? Bellerin's not fit yet. I just think, I look on it and I just can't see the urgency from Arsenal right now in getting a centre back. I know Unai Emery said need a centre back, but I'm really surprised that all the links seem to be about players like Dennis Suarez, which, quite frankly, right now, that's not essential. That Dennis Suarez, for me, is not an essential player right now. It'd be a good signing, but he's not essential. What is essential right now is a centre-back, because we're just so light in that area. And even if they are all fully fit, are they good enough? We need a centre-back, and I'm really a bit surprised that I've not been hearing more links from Arsenal to top centre-backs in this January transfer window. For me, that's where the money needs to go. I mean, even if that was the only thing we bought this January, I think I'd be more happy with that. This is just me personally talking, than getting a Dennis Suarez or a Carrasco. What we need right now, we go into games, Arsenal, and in the majority of the games, we score. As a matter of fact, we can't have to outscore teams to win games, but we score goals. But at the back, we are so weak at the moment. And playing Lichtsteiner as a centre-back and things like that, or he's having to be forced to play a free, and we've got to get a centre-back. So I just want to see more strong rumours, not even rumours. I want to see us go out and bring in a centre-back, and I don't know how you guys feel about it, but for me, it should be priority #1. Listen, thanks for watching the show today. And don't forget to check out all of our excellent videos. The Claude and Ty video from yesterday is absolutely hilarious. Claude is losing it again. Don't panic, Claude. We've got a good manager, right? But check out the Claude and Ty show. And also coming up later on, Supporters Club with Turkish. We've got a great Supporters Club coming out. And also Blood Brothers Part 5. Look out for that. That's coming out as well. Thanks for watching the show today, and we'll be back tomorrow.